Hello, my people, my people, my people. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now, brother, don't come again, White Park TV. Another update don't come out for Lagos today. The governor of Lagos say make all of them enter RC. He no want see anybody for street. Oh, this one don't tire me. Oh, now say let me one no go fit hear this one. Oh. I want see bring am come and make my people see here. So if you just come to my channel for the first time, my brother, if you never subscribe, my brother, what you dey wait, go subscribe, because another important news they come out for my channel. Make you for see am. If you never thumbs up, make you thumbs up for me, my brother. No be money, na freebie. Thumbs up, na freebie. Be subscribing, my brother. So when you do and quick, so that make you for dey see the latest update.
It's 4 p.m.
Brother, my sister,
Lagos time, Nigerian time. And according to the proclamation of the Lagos State Governor, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, from this time on, everybody in Lagos should be observing a 24-hour curfew. But according to these youths behind me, I'll be speaking to a few of them now. The Governor of Lagos State has made a statement that does not concern them, and that they will remain on the streets of Lagos for as long as the government, the federal government and the Lagos State government decide to reply their requests. And what are these requests of theirs? They're asking for 505. They're asking for an end to SARS and an end to SWAT. These individuals are asking for good governance. They're asking for an end to corruption. They are asking for an end to police brutality. They are asking for opportunities. They are asking for employment. But this is the question. What is going to happen if the Lagos State governor is not made sacrosanct? If the pronouncement of the Lagos State governor is not adhered to the letter, what is going to happen? Are we going to experience police brutality? Are we going to see military officials coming on the streets and engaging these youths? Are we going to see policemen coming to the streets and taking over from these protesters? Now I have the lead protester here with me. Sorry. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are live.
Hold on.
We are trying to get him to talk with us. Sorry, good afternoon. We are live on Punch newspaper. We have about 3,600 people watching you live now. The Lagos State governor has made a statement. He has made a pronouncement. He says he's banning protests in Lagos. He's saying the youth should go off the streets. He's saying there is a curfew starting from now. What is your statement to the Lagos State government and thousands of people watching you right now?
We have said it. We have said it. We have said it publicly here that there will not be. We have said it publicly here that there will not be any curfew, because the only people that have been violent so far are the police-sponsored thugs of government. What we are saying is that the Lagos State government should be responsible enough. If they want to do anything of such, if they want to call a Congress, they should work with the Congress of the people. So what we know is that as it is by 4 o'clock, we are going to start a program of action here.
It's 4 p.m. already.
Yes, we are going to start with a People United Can Never Be Defeated. We are going to stay together, and by 4:15 we are going to continue with our agitation. We are united in love, no division whatsoever. So we are here to say that the Congress of the will never reject the position of government. It is not sensitive enough, because out of 1,223 barricades in Lagos, only 6 that there is a sort of violence. All these violence are court-related violence. All these violence are court-related violence and violence sponsored by government. So they are not related to the protesters.
Thank you.
No protesters have done anything to defy the peace.
That's the truth.
Am I saying the truth?
That is the
So
truth.
we have unitedly said Governor Sanwo-Olu has erred by trying to force a curfew. He should have behaved like what the federal government said, that we have the right to appeal.
What if you want a demo?
We have called a people's curfew. You get it? Their own curfew, you cannot do anything. So we are going back to our
Okay, what do you plan to do if it becomes if security officials come in here?
Don't worry, we have our plans and we have announced this separately. We are going to stay united. We are going to stay united.
All right. So you have it. That is the leader of the protest here. The people are here. Everybody is ready to go. The adrenaline is increasing, is getting higher, and they are saying, just like you heard, that nobody has the right to take the youth off the streets. We are going to follow their procession. He said they are going to start by chanting a People United song and other songs. These individuals are going to be here. Like you can see in the background, everybody here is ready for whatever the government is going to bring on. They said they are ready for whatever is going to happen here. And trust us, trust Punch Super to always give you the very best of action. It's live. Don't go nowhere, people. Okay, 070 All right, my brother. This is another protester. We have him here. What do you have to say, my brother?
So this is the time for us to stand as one Nigeria, as one youth, to say no. We have our right to live, and we have a right to make our own decision. We have a right we have our own right to tell the government what we want and how we want it to be done. We have been oppressing us for so long. I remember so many times back in those days when I was still growing up, I was told that we don't have any right to make a decision of our own, say the government. But I think this is the right time for us to make our own decision, to tell the government what we want and how we want it to be done. Right? So this is the time for us to say we don't need.
Okay, the Lagos State government has banned protests. What do you have to say about this?
Lagos State government banning a protest is not an issue to us because we know how to handle that, right? We're not scared of the government, right? Because we have one voice. Whatever way they want to come with it, we are ready for them. You know what I'm saying, right? Whatever way they want to come with it, we are ready for them. We're not here to fight, we're not here for violence, we're not here to cause any damage or whatever it is. But the only thing we need from them is just for them to just give us listening ears.
All right, thank you very much. What's your name, please?
This is Official Morgan.
You don't even need party cells.
This is the Lagos State House of Assembly complex in Alausa Ikeja. And as you can see, these youths are out in their numbers, in their large numbers, defiling the curfew announced by the Lagos State governor. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. All right, I have this protester here. Good evening, my brother. Lagos State government has banned protests in Nigeria. We are out on the streets. Why are you here? I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, my brother. What did you say?
2 police officers were up there just now.
What?
Yes. 2 police officers were up there just now.
Did they shoot?
2 police officers were
Police officials have arrived. The protesters are moving towards the direction of the police officers. This is live in Alausa, Ikeja, at the Lagos State House of Assembly complex. They are OP Mesa. The protesters are celebrating with the military officers, saying that they are not violent. What happened was that the protesters thought police officers had come to take them away or arrest them, but they saw that the officials, the security officials that were around were military men, and then they saw that they were friendlies. You can see them exchanging banter, and the protesters are celebrating them at the moment. So it is not violent. It hasn't gotten violent yet. The soldiers and the protesters are celebrating, and the protesters have seen that the soldiers are not here to attack them. So it is not violent. The protesters are going with the soldiers in their van. This is Alausa in Ikeja. Ladies and gentlemen, the protest is still going on despite the curfew. So security officials are here, military men are here, and the protesters thought they were going to harm them, so they decided to walk towards where the security officials were. A few of them were throwing stones and bottles of water, but they are all friendlies. So some of the protesters have gone with the convoy of the military, but there are still there's still quite a few of them here, a large number rather. There's still quite a large number of the protesters here, as you can see. And some of their leaders are urging them to go back. It looks like some of them are not listening to some of their leaders, and they are still following the convoy of the military. It's peaceful here though, it's peaceful, it's 100% peaceful. Nobody is injured, nobody is dead, there's no shooting going on. Despite the curfew, these individuals are still out protesting on the streets, daring the governor to attack them if he wants to. And these individuals don't look like they are going inside anytime soon, to be very honest. So now they are returning to base, returning to where has been their base for over 14 days. Now, they are returning to the front of the Lagos State House of Assembly complex. And there are thousands of them on the streets right now. Thousands of people. Thousands of people. Remember that the RRS office is just a few meters away from the Lagos State House of Assembly. And the officers are there, and they are not arming protesters. I'll take that once again. The RRS office is not far away from the Lagos State House of Assembly complex. It's just a few minutes away, probably less than 1 or 2 minutes, just a few steps away. And these are their officials. They are here. They are not arming anybody. They are not shooting anyone. Nobody is down injured. The protesters are having an interesting time. And there is no breakdown of law and order as I speak. No breakdown of law and order as I speak. Some of the protesters are even safeguarding the vehicles of the RRS officials so that stray protesters won't disturb them or attack them. As you can see, there's something like a guard of honor protecting the vehicles of the RRS officials. And they are not attacking the police. Not attacking the police. Of course, you can see some protesters are trying to stray away into the office of the Lagos Deputy Governor. But some other protesters are ensuring that does not happen by protecting them.
I know say you dey lie. I dey try meet up with you. I dey try meet up with you, go pick. I dey look at us. I dey try meet up with you, go pick. Who are you? I know say you dey lie. I know. Na why I dey call you. Papa don die. Go to get off my hand. Close on, man. Close on. Don't close on. I'm going for my children, for my nation. Oh, let's go. Nobody shoot him.
All of you.
All of you. You are my hero. All of you. This will die. Help me 10 times. Who can reach you back from the
So while some human barricade is protecting the police, the RRS officials, ensuring that the other protesters who are still coming from the celebratory drive, if I can call it that, with military officials, most of the protesters are back in front of the Lagos State House of Assembly complex, continuing their protests. It's been completely peaceful so far. The protesters have not done anything violent. The police, the RS office is actually not far away from the complex, like I said earlier. And I have one of the protesters with me earlier. I spoke with him around 2 o'clock. And he said he will be here till 4 and the other people will be here. You are here by past 4, just like you said you would. What is keeping you here?
What is keeping me here is to fight for my freedom, to liberate ourselves, all of us, from this abject poverty, from these looters, from these criminals that have deprived us from our good roads, good medical care, good jobs, good security. And here we are fighting for it. If I run away, that means I'm just a coward running away from what? From the truth. Our fathers that fought for this democracy, like Femi Falana, like Gani Falana and co, they never left. They fought until they got democracy. Now we are here to fight for the freedom of democracy, so that we will not be deprived from what rightfully belongs to us. Why will they graduate after finishing from a school? Madness, and we have great minds, so we are here. The armies were here and they saw the multitude of crowd. They were shocked. As if they were shocked.
Can you interpret what Akpawan Jabo means in English for our non-Yoruba listeners?
What it means is that their hands fell, as if their mouth was like, wow, this is more than what they were expecting. The Kodak smile turned into becoming a sympathetic one because they felt that these are youth clamoring for change. These are youth fighting for their own children, for their own self, for their own future themselves as military men. And our police force as well, they are here as well, trying to protect us actually. They are not going against being protecting us. Well, we are grateful for the effort of all the youths. That we appreciate the fact that they all come together to fight for one cause, a change, a positive change, to implement a good governance, to implement every youth, every Nigerian youth to have good medical care, to be able to walk on the street, on the road of Nigeria and be happy. Every Nigerian youth will have a good job. Every Nigerian youth will have a good house, mortgage for them. Every Nigerian youth will be able to have all the necessary facilities that can help them achieve their dreams, their desires. Not all these particular set of governance looting our funds, making us act as if we don't know what we need to do. The power is ours. We have picked up our armor, we have picked up our sword, and we are ready to divide and get the truth. We are not backing down, we are not leaving here, we are not giving up until our demands are met. Each and every of our demands need to be met before we can say yes, we are happy. Because if it's not, we are not going anywhere.
Lagos State government has banned protests in this state, but we have thousands of individuals here, including yourself. So what do you have to say about this?
Well, that's a very good option for him. He's a wise governor. He's a wise governor to ban the protest, because he will not want a bloodshed in front of his house. He will not want people dying and blood being spilled in front of the governor's house. So him banning it is a wise decision for him. And I really appreciate the fact that he considered the youth. He as well is a youth. He considered the youth and he carried out the heart to be able to make sure that things should be done accordingly. Because we are speaking the truth. We are fighting for what we do. These are all of us. You are united as a people, united as a country, united as all individuals from various houses, various tribes, various religions, various ancestors. We are fighting for what we do for us. Nigeria is one and will always become one. These are our homes, these are our land.
Your name again?
My name is Emeka Owusu.
Thank you very much for your time. So I'm going back to the front of the Lagos State Assembly complex. Like you can see, we have thousands of people here already. I can't count, but we are having about 2,000-3,000 people here, and they are not violent. Police of RRS officers are here.
They know they walk like that. Like they tell you. Anybody when they hear me, they know. Speak up.
So we are still here at the Lagos State Assembly complex. These are the talking about the protesters and not moving anytime soon. Everyone is still here in front of the complex. Of course, like I said earlier, they went to the convoy of the military, but there was nothing violent about that movement. Even the military officials were just hands in hand with these individuals and shaking them and assisting them. There was nothing violent about it. In fact, some of the protesters themselves became human barricades for the IRS officials and their vehicles in front of the IRS office, not far away from here. We are back at this complex, and these individuals are here, are saying that they are asking for good governance, they are saying no to corruption, they are saying no to police brutality, they are saying no to SARS, they are saying no to SWAT, they are saying no to corruption, they are saying no to bad government, they are saying no to unemployment, and they are saying no to Nigeria being the poverty capital of the world. And they are here. We are able to be speaking to one of their coordinators now, who also wants to say something about what we have been having here so far. And we've been here for about 2-3 hours now, and it's past 4 p.m. 4 p.m. was the time that the Lagos State government said it will be the time for curfew, 24-hour curfew in Lagos State, meaning that once it's 4 p.m., everyone in the state should be in their homes. Everyone in the state should be in their houses doing whatever they want to do, but that nobody should come out. Immediately we interviewed some of these youths here, some of these protesters, and they said they will be here by 4 p.m. One of them is Emeka, who I just spoke to a few minutes ago, and this guy and other guys are still here. I'm one of the protesters here with me as well. Good afternoon. What is your name? Good afternoon. Okay, are you
He formed a barricade, a woman barricade.
Oh, that was formed a human barricade. Okay. Very quickly, the Lagos State has gone up in Lagos as of now. The Lagos State government will not actually say
there just protecting. We see them as protesting us. So we don't want anybody just to go outside there and just harass them. That's how we have to support. They know how they will attack police officers who are attacking back. That was it.
Okay, let's talk about something. The curfew. What do you have to say about it? Yeah, probably in other parts of Lagos State as well.
And as you can see that this place is, they are carrying out a peaceful protest here, not like some other places in Lagos where they are burning or they are causing violence. Here we are carrying out a peaceful protest and people are still demanding for their white people are still demanding that enough of police brutality, enough of police harassment, enough of police intimidation, and we won't live here not until when the government answer our demand, not until when the government give a positive response to our demand. Enough is enough. We've had instances where unions we have to go on strike, and at the end of the day, you see some of them, at the end of the day, after 2 weeks of the later, they will call up the strike and they will tell them the government promised them the next week what this will be done, and after 3 months, nothing will be done. So we are saying before we leave the street, before we stop protesting, we will make sure that our demands are met. And what are our demands? Enough of police brutality, enough of police harassment, enough of police intimidation. What a good coming up, what a country where people will be work, where people will be work. This country don't just meant for the enlightened alone. It's meant for both the rich and the poor. We want a country where people will live comfortably.
So no protest, no curfew, and no protest ban can keep you in the house.
To me, no curfew, no protest ban can keep us in the house because we are not harmful. We are just saying in society a peaceful protest will fight for our rights, and not that our rights have been met the way it is.
What is your name again, sir?
My name is Ishola.
Thank you very much for your time. Where in there? Okay.